and soul-searching week where I hope we all learn to be a little more open to caring and open to the need to understand others and be kind. I hope we're doing that. Joe Biden did do something very smart this week to help his campaign for president. He had Obama speak. Let's start the show.
In a cabin, going crazy, 'cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine. We've been quarreling, we've been snarling, oh my darling wife of mine. It's a toilet paper zombie apocalypse, so we're here in quarantine.
Hello and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. That way you can make sure your stream is solid and prepare your home to be quiet, except for laughing and clapping, of course. Facebook and Instagram sometimes chime when you get a message. These chimes are audible to everyone in the Virtual Comedy Show, so please turn off notifications and all other sounds on your device. Don't know how? Google it. That's why you're here 15 minutes early. Though we love kids and pets, a comedy club is not a good place for them. They don't understand the need for quiet, and the jokes are not intended for them, especially cats. No sense of humor at all. Please, no pets or kids at the Virtual Comedy Show. Please don't heckle or chat at your table. It's more fun for you if you can hear others laugh, and more fun for others if they can hear you laugh. So keep your mic on and laugh all you like. But with 100 mics on, we may hear coughing or barking dogs or screaming babies or attacking zombies. And this can easily drown out the comedian. Please place your phone or other device 6 feet from you so we don't hear every breath you take. And mute your device if your area becomes filled with noisy zombie dog babies. And once you vanquish those zombies, unmute yourself. If you're not sure how, ask us via the chat system, aka typing, and we will help you. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. We've all been in our pajamas for weeks. No one will judge your hair, we promise. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our strange quarantine world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey everyone, it's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest, live from their respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Yay! Hi, everybody. Am I hearing the applause?
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, well, that's okay.
I felt if we can't see
everybody.
Jeff, you don't get to hear applause.
You're right. If you can't see, only seeing Jeff helps. I'm Brad Tassell, and after 4 months, I've named my hair Kirk. So that's my hair, and
Last
Steve,
name Cameron?
Yes, that's right, Kirk Cameron. And Steve, I think Juan Epstein. I think you're going.
I'm
getting
definitely,
close to the
yes.
Juan Epstein look.
I'm every Jewish sweat hog ever.
That is right. Every Jewish red. So Steve, you know that most weeks, see, we don't get to workshop these jokes, so I just take the shot that they're funny. This week, I tried them on my wife and daughter before the show, and it did not go well. So, okay, so let's, matter of fact, but it was only an hour before the show, so I had no time to write new jokes. So let's
quality control is in force.
Quality control, but because you came to see Ryan Niemiller, you've got to live through this crap. Here we go. So, because if you sign off and try to sign back on, I will delete you. So, okay, here we go. Are you ready? So, okay, let's start with this one because I don't have a lot of faith in it. A Florida man, tell me if you understand this joke because my family didn't. A Florida man on Wednesday got 40 years in prison for plotting to bomb 10 Target stores to make the stock drop of Target. 40 years in jail for plot bombing a Target. And they say that the worst thing in comedy and attacking targets is timing. Because, see, there's not even a joke there. See, because other people, they burned down a Target and they didn't get, okay. So, by the way, Target execs are mulling over changing the chain's name to Passover. Target.
L'chaim, that's very nice.
Okay, L'chaim. The Sesame Street Gang, we all know them, hot off their COVID special that they did to help kids understand coronavirus, are having a town hall to help kids understand racism. First, by asking that people stop calling them a gang. And they will talk about protests and being more empathetic. The special is called America's Complicated Racial Present and Past and will be moderated by Big Bird. And they will also make sure that everyone knows that this is the one and only time you can refer to someone as yellow. Who just walked out the door?
I just muted them wherever they are.
Oh, because you can't call people yellow. That's a bad thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Oh, Ben and Jerry. I'm gonna do the ones I don't have much faith in first. Ben and Jerry, did you hear on Tuesday, posted a strong statement on the web, on their site, saying that Americans need to grapple with the sins of the past and dismantle white supremacy. Trump responded by saying, "Ooh, I would love some white chocolate supremacy with pistachios." He doesn't listen.
It's a flavor, is what you're saying.
It's a flavor. He thought they were just talking about ice cream.
See, that's what comedy is.
Oh, my God. Okay, how about this one? Family. I didn't tell this one to my daughter because it's a little spicy. A California woman was dreaming about swallowing her engagement ring, and then she did. She woke up at first relieved that it was only a dream, and then she noticed her ring was gone because she actually swallowed it. Her fiancé remarked, "This proves she's never dreamed about me."
Naughty.
Okay, I'm going to need sound effects at some point in my life. By the way, the Friends reunion, did anybody know that there was a Friends reunion planned?
No.
Anybody? I'm looking at you, Charlie. Friends reunion planned. It has been postponed. The shooting has been postponed till at least August or later because of COVID, which is a huge extra expense for HBO Max, who is producing it, because they spent $10 million alone in March, and Botox for 6 only lasts 3 months. Because they're old. All right. Hey, so I'll take that one as a win. I keep looking at the one joke, Steve, and I'm not sure.
Do it.
By the way, if there isn't enough going on, did you know a bacteria is killing all the olive trees in Italy? And it's headed to Greece and Spain. The bacteria has killed more than 1 million trees. Officials and arborists said if the trees would just wear their masks.
Oh, man.
Long pause on that one. Hey, did you see this? Oh, hey, Bob and Doug, went to space, eh? So this joke is definitely for people in their 50s. And they wore their rubbers, those hosers. So I was very excited about the space launch, although it looked like they sent my uncles dressed up to hunt for crawfish. But I was pleasantly surprised. What they were wearing? Did you like what they were wearing? I don't know. They just looked hokey. Steve, no?
Yeah, I'm totally with you, but I haven't seen it. So
what are you doing?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it? Did anybody see? I'm looking at the people. Did you see what they were? They just looked hokey, and they were Bob and Doug.
Hey, I'm taking the word of the guy in the tie and the red tracksuit.
That's true. Tracksuit. It's a pullover. Okay. So, then this joke's not going to work. Elon Musk said he wanted to land on the moon in 2 years, but he's not sure if Mama June and Sugar Bear are available.
Oh, mate.
Wow.
I went all the way back to a...
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to do just 2 more. By the way, speaking of outer space, Elon Musk and his singer girlfriend Grimes. Have you heard of Grimes, Steve?
No. Apparently, I don't know anything.
She's a singer. Grimes is like Sting, but muckier, I guess. So they have changed their baby's name. They're having a baby. They've changed their baby's name to comply with laws that you can't have a number in the name of your child. Their baby's name now is the letter X, an A and an E pushed together, an A and a dash, and XII for the 12. And there's no way to say what it is. So that's the name of their baby. And the baby is so rich that it already has a publisher for its in utero memoir, My Parents Are Asshats. That's pretty good, right? I thought it was pretty good. Okay, well.
That's where a professional would stop.
I know, I might skip the last one. The last one, let's stop with that. So, how far in are we?
Yes, hi.
Yeah, it's been too long.
I am
anyway.
good.
Hang on. Okay.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the man, the myth. Hey, Ryan's still here.
Yeah, I'm powering
Wow, is that
through.
amazing?
It's
Hey,
only
let's
because they
start,
won't
Ryan.
legally let me outside.
That's true. My wife didn't understand my post where I said that my mom called your mom and made you do it.
I don't understand it either.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's the legend. He's Steve Goodie. Let's hear it for him.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us here. Thanks for having Ryan with us. Wow, we're excited to Ryan coming up very soon. But first, as we do every week, we're doing a top 10 list. You know, all the big talk show hosts are all in their houses now wearing sweatshirts and no pants. And so we've decided to pick up where they left off, doing old classic comedy stuff like the top 10 list on tonight's category. Oh boy, I think it's a good one. Tonight's category is top 10 unpopular things on the new McDonald's menu. You know, McDonald's is doing another upsurge of people going out and eating, so they've changed their menu to go with the difficult time. So this is the top 10 unpopular items on the new McDonald's menu. Number 10. Number 10, quarter pounder with fleas. Sorry, I was looking for my drum roll. Number 9, 6-piece McNiplets. Okay, I think it's going well. Number 8, McRibbed for her pleasure for a limited time. That's right, we're going down this road. Number 7, the McRibbit. Sorry, Kermit. Number 6, McRubbed for his pleasure for a limited time. Ah, it's gone. Yeah, work at your own speed, folks. Number 5, the Oreo Cookie McFurry. Ah. Number 4, the Bacon Ranch Fried Butter with Buttermilk Crispy Chicken Salad with a fried egg on top and Spam.
And Spam.
Yeah, it's a big Monty Python night, apparently. We're doing all Monty Python references. Number 3, piping hot coffee enema. Please don't sue. This is our top 10 unpopular items on the new McDonald's menu. Number 2. And the number 1 unpopular item on the new McDonald's menu, the Clappy Meal.
Yay! That was good. By the way, I've just gotten a text from 7 people who can't get in the show again.
Well, that sucks.
The link is not working. It worked for all these people. Why is it not working for all these other people?
I don't
That's the big question. So I think it's a conspiracy started by Steve Hofstetter, Ryan, who also has a thing called the Virtual Comedy Show that he says is the original Virtual Comedy Show, and that's wrong because I own the name. So hey, by the way, I'm going to go before we're going to do a little preview. Ryan, are you ready?
Sure.
So say hi. Let's say hi to Ryan, everybody.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey.
So Ryan,
Ryan.
Is this show more professional or less professional than the real shows you've been in online?
It's less professional, but that doesn't mean less fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that was sweet. But
Is that a good way to like do the?
Very
yeah, to
diplomatic.
make it sound.
I did like an open
What do you
face
care? Who are we?
compliment sandwich. Like,
Yeah.
Who are we? We're nobody. We're nothing. So okay, let's go back to Steve because he's got a guitar in his hands. Oh, hey, I was setting you up.
And I was a little late.
I'm so sorry. While you're
What's your
playing the
point?
song, I'm going to try to help these people get in the show.
Let's do a song. I'd like to do a very silly song I wrote in an airport at 5 in the morning. And you can sing along if you want. And at the end of this song, and you know it's the end because I stop, there needs to be somebody imitating a baby crying loudly. So get ready with that. I expect someone to jump in. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I want to eat a big piece of cheese, dipped in antifreeze. I want to eat a big piece of cheese right before bed. I really enjoy gastric reflux, and barbecued ducks. I really enjoy gastric reflux and waking up choking and panicking. Cheese before bed gives me really weird dreams like I'm in the Philippines living on soup and jelly beans. Cheese before bed gives me really weird dreams about ducks and Anthony Hopkins and oatmeal. Oatmeal is a poor substitute for spackle or Vietnamese Scrabble. Oatmeal is a poor substitute for spackle, but slightly more tasty. Hey, let's change keys. I want to eat a big bowl of spackle, a big bowl of spackle at the Mormon Tabernacle. I want to eat a big bowl of spackle with raisins and turnips and drywall screws. I wrote this song at the Buffalo Airport. And it's too late to abort. I wrote the song at the Buffalo Airport when Northwest lost my luggage. Let's change keys again. I'm really gonna miss my Harry Potter toothbrush, and which I don't use all that much. I'm really gonna miss my Harry Potter toothbrush and my mint-flavored Voldemort floss. I like the books way better than the movies, Which can kiss my booty? I like the books way better than the movies, cause too much got left out. Well, duh. I want to eat a big piece of cheese, all covered with fleas. I want to eat a big piece of cheese and puke it on that kid over there who keeps screaming.
Ah!
Very nice, everybody.
Steve Goodie, come on, everybody.
That song
and
is
for
ridiculous.
And for the now 20-some people who can't get in this meeting, let's hear it for them at this point. Because
we're very exclusive.
I have no idea. I'm going to tell everybody, I spent yesterday with 4 or 5 or 6 at least people getting them things. They got in. They were in. We were talking to each other, and now they can't get in again. I can't understand it. Zoom is trying to screw us, and I apologize, and I will be suing them very soon. But we're going to move on with the show anyway. How does that sound? By the way, since there's only 17 instead of 40 of us, you all now need to donate $110. I don't know if you know this.
Get Brad a haircut fund, please.
Get Brad a haircut fund. Well, I told you I'm getting my haircut June 9th, 2022. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this man, I will tell you this right now, and I'm gonna talk about him while you're looking at him. So I've known Ryan a very long time. When he was starting out and he was a middle act that could do a good hour easy. I remember that. I don't know if you remember the hour in that bar in where was that, Owensboro?
I think so. Yeah, it was one of those.
Killed. There were like 20 people there. You destroyed and did an hour, and I was fine with that because I did 10 minutes. We got the hell out of there. And I told you then, I said, move to LA and you're going to be famous. And you told me, who are you? So, and you are, and you're a brilliant man. You've been on TV now. You're heading to do you have people yet?
Do I have people? Yeah, I have people.
Yeah, I mean, people. Real people?
Yes, I have like actual people, yeah.
You should have sent me to the people and then made me go through the people.
May I interject a thought right here? I would like Charlie to try to look more bored.
Okay. Charlie, please look more bored. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He's going to talk. Let's hear it for Ryan Niemiller, everybody.
Hey. Charlie, don't listen to him. You can look as bored as you want, all right? You do whatever you need to do. I mean, I'm about to perform, and I'm bored out of my mind, so I understand. What's up, everybody? This is exciting. This is cool. It's weird doing comedy from the same place I watch porn, but it's that's what we're doing right now. I mean, it's the truth. Speaking of, I actually just finished all of Pornhub, so if you guys have any more suggestions, I've heard Ozark's pretty good. I might watch that next. Pornhub kind of lost its way in the middle, but it has a really satisfying happy ending, so I think it was worth it. Yeah, Brad, we met in, I think it was Owensboro. I'm a Midwest guy originally. I actually just moved to California 2 weeks ago from Indiana, and this was a bad time to move to California. I'm going to tell everybody that right now. Like California is always on fire during the best of times. And now we're like in a situation where people are just starting them on purpose. It's very dangerous. About 2 weeks ago, I made the trip. It was about a 55-hour drive, total travel time to get out here, which was a huge mistake. The traveling was not fun. Because there's nothing to really do but stop at public restrooms. Like, that's all you really had as an option. And I don't know how much traveling anyone's done here, but public restrooms are just universally the worst. Like, do you ever get into a public restroom, you just walk in and you're like, I think I'm just going to crap my pants. I'm just going to crap my pants. Given the circumstances here, that is the best option. Everyone at the wedding will understand. It was gross. But in all fairness, it's very strange because I think with all the pandemic, that is the cleanest that a truck stop restroom has ever been. Like they're actually cleaning them now. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, but the traveling's dangerous. I do a ton traveling before the world shut down. Like I'm a road dog. That's what I do. I have a reputation in comedy for doing like 12, 13, 14-hour drives. It makes people mad. My road opener, Dave Yates, who I travel with, he's getting so mad because flying's not that hard. Like you just get on a plane, you're there, you work, you go home. But I like doing these drives. Like we had to do a 14-hour drive before everything else ended. And he was like, Ryan, why aren't we flying? And I'm like, here's why. Because we're going to drive 14 hours overnight. We're going to sleep in a Walmart parking lot because I'm going to save $8. There's no amount of TV time will take the trailer park out of me, apparently. That $8 was eating money. We had grand slams that morning. I treat my people good. Well worth it. I think the traveling is going to have to stop, though. Like those kind of drives, anyway. Like being on the road is dangerous. It is, and it's dangerous in weird ways you wouldn't expect. I was doing some shows in Alabama last fall, and when I was staying at a hotel, I got ticks. So like the insect that like sucks your blood. I got ticks from a hotel. Like if you guys don't know me, I deliberately avoid nature because that's where ticks live. Like that is the sole reason I don't go out there. So I got these ticks. I had one like right in the middle of my back. It was the most terrifying thing I've ever been through. I had to go to an urgent care. I spent $160 to get it removed, which hurt. It was a strange experience too, because it's the only time that I've ever paid someone to get something to stop sucking me. So that was an interesting change of pace. It was not as good as money spent, is what I'm saying. Oh yeah, it's been it's cool. So I did move to California. I'm living with my girlfriend. That's something that I have. That's nice for me. That's new because I had been single for a long time. Because for me it's really hard to date girls because they're always like, no. I don't know what that's about. That's hurtful. Well, like, and for me, it's a situation too. Like, I'm glad that I am now in a relationship and I've kind of found the one because, like, I am no good at dating. I am not smooth at all. That's just not a skill set that I have. Because I have this problem. Like, I'm a comedian, and if you're not friends with any comedians, I'm going to kind of pull back the curtain a little bit. Comedians, we all have this problem where we are a comedian first and a functioning member of society second. And we will always be the comedian first, no matter how detrimental it is to our own personal lives. I'll tell you a couple quick stories of my kind of dating past before I got in this relationship to kind of illustrate that a little bit. This about 2 years ago, I'm in Oklahoma City doing some shows. And one night after one of the shows, this woman started flirting with me on purpose. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. She really was enjoying the show. She was like touching me when she was talking, and she was like giggling at everything I was saying. She was a little drunk. I will preface with that. She was a little drunk. She had been taking boozes. I personally do not drink. I don't drink alcohol at all. Obviously, my mother did, so that's cool. But, all right, easy. Everyone's getting all fired up right now. Easy, all right? She owes me. I call that joke Happy Mother's Day. Hey, before anyone turns on me, let me go ahead and fix this, all right? Because that joke's messed up, all right? That joke is messed up, I understand. But it's just a joke, all right? This is not how this happened at all. It's just a joke. But I will tell you one thing. It is my mom's favorite joke. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is 100% true. Because, like, again, this isn't how the disability happened, but my mom is so supportive that she just wants to help. no matter how it happens. So like I'll do a show, and if I call my mom after, she'll be like, "Did you tell strangers I drank again?" I'm like, "Mom, what is wrong with you? Stop it. Like, tell them I'm racist next time. Like, mother." So my mom's racist. It's tearing the family apart, quite frankly. It's very. Anyway, back to Oklahoma City. So like I said, this woman, she was flirting with me, and things were going really well. She was flirting with me. I was returning serve or whatever sports metaphor you daters like to use. Like it was going well, but like I said, she was drinking. So at one point, she actually knocked over her drink, and it spilled all over my lap. Now, if I was a comedian who liked to make sex, what I would have said in that situation was, "Hey, that's okay. Just grab some napkins, and we'll continue." But since I am a comedian who's not very smooth at all, what I did say was, "Oh, great, now my crotch smells like my dad."
Wow.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of second dates that way, is what I'm saying. You don't get a lot of second dates. It sobered her up in a hurry, too. I think she went back to college. She's an accountant now. She's doing well. But that's not even the worst. You guys would think you would think, I was on America's Got Talent. I got 3rd place overall. I've been on worldwide television several times. You would think if I just let that do the work for me with the ladies and just kept my mouth shut, everything would be fine. But I just can't help myself. So this was last fall, right after AGT. I was having dinner at a Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not bragging, but I can afford it now. So while I was having dinner by myself at this B-Dubs, and the waitress, she recognized me from being on AGT. So she came over to me all excited. She was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool. I just saw you on television. I can't believe you're here." But in the process of her doing that, she had my straw, and she was just touching it. Just touching it. Like, you're supposed to keep some of the wrapper on there, but she was working out some things. She was in there deep. And she didn't even know she was doing it until she put the straw in my water. And she was like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that." Now, everyone, if I was a human who liked to make sex, what I would have said in that situation is, "Hey, that's no big deal. I'll just take another water, please." But since I'm a comedian, what I did say was, "Oh, that's okay. It just saves me the trouble of asking you to put your fingers in my mouth later."
Okay.
I don't think she voted for me on America's Got Talent, everybody. I do not think she did. Might have got 2nd place instead of 3rd. That's
You might have.
where I'm at. Can I do a couple more? We got time for a couple more?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
sweet. So one thing that is kind of scary now, because, during quarantine, for the first part of it, my girlfriend and I were not together, which was we were not physically in the same place, which is good because you can't have babies that way. I've tried. It does not work. But now they're kind of together. I'm so scared because I am a 38-year-old man-child. I am terrified because I know I don't have the right mentality for it, because for any of my friends that have kids, I'm glad that they love their kids. I'm super excited. You're supposed to. That's the deal. I'm happy for them. But I think people, biologically, when they have a kid, something clicks in their brain where they forget that nobody else cares. They just don't care. Because, they'll try to tell me. I know so much about 2nd grade soccer leagues at this point because they give you the minutia of everything. And my friends, they want me to care so much about their kids, but I can't relate. I have a friend last summer. She lives in Austin, Texas. I was in Indianapolis, Indiana at the time. Those places, not close, in case you failed geography like I did. She calls me up right after having the baby, and she's like, "Ryan, are you going to fly down to see the baby?" And I was like, "No. I wouldn't fly down if it was my baby." That's because you chose to inconvenience your life. Like, that's an entire weekend. No. Yeah, I don't think I have the right mentality. I'm not mature enough to have a child yet. Because I don't even have a full joke for this yet, but I'm just going to give you guys a little insight about kind of like what happens in my brain. So like I said, my friends are starting to have kids, and that's great. But I have this sincere fear. Say, hypothetically, one of my buddies, him and his wife have a baby. If that baby happens to have a disability, my friend's going to think I slept with his wife. Like, that's a real fear that I have. And like, heaven forbid that kid's a ginger, I'm going to have to leave the country, all right? People never believe me. I'll do one more here. Another thing I kind of notice about my friends that have kids, like without fail, every one of them thinks that their kid is a genius, like is so much smarter than every other kid. I'm here to kind of let you all know, even the smartest kid in the world is a dumbass. That is just how, because they don't have the life experience yet. They're not supposed to be smart. I'm living proof of it, all right? So when I was a child going through like elementary school, I was in all these like advanced classes. So they were putting me on this fast track, maybe go to college early. In 4th grade, I was reading at like a 38th grade level or whatever thing is important that they think. So I was this legitimately brilliant child. And yet still, once a month, I would go out in the yard and take a dump just to see why the dog liked it so much. That is 100%, half hand to God, that is a true story. Because he just looks so excited. You'd be like, you want to go outside? And he's like, heck yeah, dude, we're going. Like maybe he was on to something. So all I'm trying to say is maybe pump the brakes a little bit on this genius child thing, because this is what it could end up being, all right? I'm Ryan Niemiller, you guys. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Ryan Niemiller. That's all he gets. He's not getting paid. Come on. Let's do it. So,
yeah, I'm getting paid in exposure.
Yeah.
It's like the good old days, Brad.
No, you're not. You're not. You're getting paid and getting to work out whatever the hell you want, because it doesn't matter at this time. So
no, I'm actually hoping you expose yourself to me later, Brad. That's what I meant.
That's right. Well, it's like the old days. So anyway, I was going to say, you know what? The reason you're almost famous is the time you took before you said crap your pants. You literally took 6 beats. I saw Stanislavski coming in your mind before you said crap your pants and then go to the wedding.
We know it was 6 beats because it's your porn room.
That's right. Well, it only takes 6
I will
beats.
tell you, doing that long pause when you're doing it online is horrifying. It is a different muscle to learn to do this in this format. Because on stage, you can do a lot of body language. You can do a lot of like subtle, like on this, you're just like, this is taking a long time.
Well, it's no different for me, but so, okay.
Well, I liked it because it gave us a chance to admire your very white teeth while we waited.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think mine aren't bad. I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's all about Brad. I'm sorry. Yes, Brad.
It is.
Teeth too.
Yeah,
Steve,
this was
let's
from
look at
having
yours.
a job for about a year and a half. They gave me dental insurance, and that was the only reason I had
I've
the
heard
job.
of that.
Was to clean up this, and then I moved on my way.
Hey, let me ask you this, Ryan. Wait, we're going to go back a second, if that's okay, because I have a question now about that. So now that does the AGT and SAG, do you have the SAG insurance?
AGT does not qualify you directly for SAG. It's not part of it because it's like there's something weird with like reality shows. I don't know if it counts the same way, but I would like it. Insurance is neat. I mean, otherwise I got to find a sugar mama, and that is not easy.
You should print up
Yeah.
T-shirts. Insurance
And
is.
your girlfriend probably not that excited about you finding a sugar mama. So
No, she's really not pumped. I bring it up almost daily, and she's not come around yet.
probably matters how much sugar comes with the mama.
Exactly. How much sugar I gotta give?
How much sugar you got to give, and how much sugar mama's bringing in, and she'll just sit inside and go, go ahead, give her a little touch. Okay, well, that was lovely. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Goodie is holding the guitar again. He's
Well,
gonna
one more
play a
time
song.
for Ryan. One more time. That was.
Yeah, one more time for me.
One more time.
Yeah, Ryan.
He said if I did that, I'd get $5. So, what we have, I think what we really need now is a sing along. Don't you guys feel like we should do a sing along?
Yay!
Okay, one guy.
That's impossible, right?
This is by request, so I'm doing it. A couple of years ago, before all this pandemic stuff, I had 3 friends in the hospital at the same time, different hospitals, different maladies. They all recovered, I'm pleased to say. But for a while there, I was visiting at least one hospital every day. Now, if you've ever had to visit friends in the hospital, particularly repeatedly, it can be tiring. It can be hard on you. It can be hard on them. So I found a couple of guidelines to make it easier on everybody. The main one being, make sure you go like this. The second one being, go like that. And the third one being, the best time to visit someone in the hospital is right after the sponge bath, because they feel the best and they smell the best. So here's a little song I wrote about that with one of the folks who's in the hospital, and it's sing along. You'll figure it out. Well, I'm in the hospital, lying in bed. Sponge bath, no pants. Somebody must wash me from toe to head. Sponge bath, no pants. They took out my liver and cleaned up my veins. Sponge bath, no pants. Now you gotta watch everything that remains. Sponge bath, ready? Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Sponge bath, no pants. Very nice. Good job, class.
Steve Goodie, everybody. That was
silent, is what that was.
But I just put myself in the waiting room. Wasn't that fun? I wanted to see what it was like. So it was weird because it said put on hold really loud. So I didn't want you to hear my laughter. Hey, everybody, I want to talk for 1 second to all the people that couldn't get in. I'm already getting quite a few messages that I will post this show on YouTube tomorrow. I will send out as many links as I can. For everybody that's here, thank you for actually getting in. I don't know exactly why, as of yesterday, everybody could get in. I'm going to probably delete this meeting. We might be using my my name to get in meetings from now on, and that'll be so you can all come back to the show. Also, if you get a chance, please go and donate, because Ryan has rent now, and he needs to pay that. And he won't be on the road for a while, just like the rest of us. But Ryan, by the way, when is your first real gig?
Well, I mean, everything's knocking on wood, because it was supposed to be end of last month, but that didn't happen. In theory, I'm supposed to be at Helium in Portland in a couple weeks, but we don't know that officially yet, because everything is, who knows? We might have, there might be fleas. That might be the next plague that we get here, and we can't do that. And so in theory, Portland, I believe it's June 18th to the 20th, but I mean, it could be 2025. Who really knows at this point? Both of those equally as possible.
Well, you can always come back here because you see how this show goes. So please donate. Also, what we really like is you take our names and you get on Alexa, you get on Spotify, you get on any platform, and you use those names and you hear a ton of what we do. Steve, both Ryan and I. And also, since you mentioned before, being on the road, being a road dog, if you do get a chance, I have a book called Hell Gig, Enlightening the Road Comic, which is the first book ever about what it was like to be on the road. It was called The Comedy Bible for a long time, and then that guy died. So he stopped. So, ladies and gentlemen, all right, Steve, are you ready?
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have loved having you. I'm going to put this show up so everybody can see it. Ryan, amazing. Next week, Al Ernst is here. Now listen to the Thursday song, and after, Ryan doesn't know, he's answering questions. Go.
Ah, cool.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all of the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursdays.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with Milk-Bone, Spam, and Pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.